but you're never gonna be me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking.
Oh my goodness. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the Geek Gauntlet Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. William D. Morgan, and I have a cast of thousands with me tonight. I am hyped up because we finally got the death battle I've been waiting for, and I actually thought it was I thought it was decent. I thought it lived up to the hype. I'll find out what the crew thinks about it, but I've been waiting for it. I was actually kind of shocked on who won too. So I had no issues with it at all. It's probably the best show I watched this week. So let me go ahead and bring everybody in here. First, I see my anime buddy down there. I see her. She thinks she can hide from me, but I see her. She's my anime buddy. And bring in my girl, Janae. Janae, what's up?
Nothing much, William. How you doing?
How you doing?
Doing good.
Cool.
Everyone's healthy again.
There you go. Where did that thing go? Oh yeah, we got Janae Chu in the building. Here we go. There we go.
If you needed that, I could have done that for you. I can do Pikachu's voice.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Pika, Pika, Pikachu!
There you go. All right, let's go ahead and bring everybody in here. Let me go ahead and bring in our video game streamer. Bring my girl Diamond in. Diamond, what's up?
Hey,
What's up, everyone? Hi.
How you doing?
Doing good. How are y'all?
All right. Let me also bring in a young man who is sitting in for Kat tonight. Kat, hope you get better. We got Mr. Michael in the house. Michael, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Good to have you here. Thank you for filling in for Kat. We appreciate it. And there we go. And last, certainly not least, the man who's been doing this with me for a very long time, we remain a Shaw. Shaw, what's up?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight?
Hey, Shaw.
Hey.
Doing great. All right. Where Michael? Hopefully he'll come back. All right. Yeah, Shaw. Let's go ahead and go into death battle first. I don't know what Michael wait. He was here for a second, then he left. Hopefully he'll come back. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it because I've been looking forward to this more than anything. It was a death battle that I've been looking for, and it's been a love affair between me and Death Battle for a long time. But I think they sort of kind of got this right. There's Michael. But I think they sort of kind of got this right. Did everybody see the Death Battle in question?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Let's go around the room. What did you guys think?
I don't know Raven's powers that much and stuff, so I would, but after you guys, after the death battle and stuff, but after you guys said, oh no, she has like this kind of power stats and stuff, it made sense why she won. It's like, but personally, I love Jean Grey as the Phoenix, so.
That's cool. Diamond, what do you think?
I missed the question entirely because my phone's being weird.
Oh, you're fine. We were talking about the newest death battle between Phoenix and Raven. Did you
I don't think I saw that, but it's definitely interesting.
Oh man, you gotta watch it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, no, definitely. It sounds very interesting.
Oh yeah. What'd you think, Donna?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you got to see it. I've been waiting on that for a minute. Shaw, what did you think?
I saw it. I mean, I was a little iffy. I mean, there's some stuff I don't know about either, but I mean, considering Jean Grey's own power plus the Phoenix, I kind of thought she would have gotten it. But
That was a shock to me.
Yeah.
Because Phoenix.
Oh no, Raven can be pretty powerful when she wants to be, though.
This is true. But but because of where she's stacked in terms of what she is, I thought Phoenix was going to take that too. I really didn't think Raven was going to take that. I really didn't. But
I'm a bit biased though, because Like I'm a little biased,
It's just a little.
just a little bit. Definitely. It's so funny. I'm like, I definitely like Marvel movies better, but I think the DC shows are way over the top. As far as like story wise, quality, it's like, you know, some of the Marvel shows are pretty good. Some of them are very much lacking. But the DC shows, I've yet to find a DC show that I just didn't instantly fall in love with.
I can agree with that.
But but my thing is, knowing where Raven's coming from, knowing where Phoenix is coming from, brother, and what she is and what she embodies, and everything that she can do at the end of the day. That was my shock that Raven got through. Even took her to the White Room, and Raven was whipping that ass. And it's like I was still kind of shocked by that. Happy because I'm a Raven fan, but along with Michael, I'm a Raven fan myself. But I was sort of kind of shocked by that because you've seen a lot of feats from Jean Grey. I mean, as Phoenix. I mean, she was the one that broke the M for Mutants thing from Wanda. If you go back and look at the comics, I mean, wow. And for her to lose, you know, that was, I'm not going to say it was a refreshing twist, but it was different. It was real different. I got to go back and look at what the margin is between the wins on Death Battle between Marvel and DC. They might be tied now. I got to go back and look at that. But if you guys hadn't checked it out, you can head over to our page, Geek Gauntlet, Geek Gauntlet Facebook page. I got it posted up there. I also got a poll over who you think would win. Did Death Battle get it right? I'll definitely check that out as well. All right, Charlotte, let's go ahead and let me do this, and then we'll get started with the show. All right, Shaw, what we got on deck, my friend?
All right. Well, first up, some very sad news. Picture number 1, please.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have the passing of Paul Rubens.
I can't do it. I tried.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
It is really, really tough. Ooh. It was kind of sudden.
Yeah. But
Yeah, well,
he had been like battling for 6 years, like quietly battling cancer. So,
I mean, and he was 70, you know, and when you get to be that far, you know, that old and dealing with cancer, it's a lot harder for your body to fight it when you get up in that age. But it's still, I remember when I saw it, I was like, because, you know, when I think of Paul Rubens, I don't think of Paul Rubens, I think of Pee Wee Herman. So like I heard about it when he died, and I was just like, Paul Rubens, that name sounds familiar. So I had to Google who it was, and I was like, Pee Wee, no.
Yeah, man.
I think my favorite thing I've ever seen, and yeah, you know, Pee Wee has had a lot of great, you know, movies and shows and whatnot. But the funniest thing I've ever seen Paul Rubens be in as Pee Wee Herman has got to be when he was a guest star on WWE's Monday Night Raw.
I remember that.
That was fantastic. He goes out there and he's smack talking the Miz, and like he's like, I'm not scared of you because you're gonna have to fight my cousin. And then the Big Show comes out dressed up like Pee Wee Herman.
Yep.
awesome.
And he comes out. I mean, because you know, Big Show usually if you watch, you know, WWE wrestling, the Big Show's like this big, you know, he's serious. Where he comes out wearing this gray suit with a red bow tie, and he's like.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It was fantastic.
I do remember that. Oh my goodness. was sad though.
I watched a video on Facebook, and he was on one of the late night shows, and he said the very first time he appeared as Pee Wee Herman, it was on one of one of those dating shows. And so he's sitting here, and then there's two other people, and I think there's like that wall, and then the girl asks like certain questions, but because he just invented Pee Wee Herman, and he's like, well, like, and he didn't really have an agent. He's like, wanted to get cast, and he's like, oh, he saw a thing in the paper, and he's like, why not? And of course they're like, we need him on this show, and so it was hilarious. That's awesome.
And I remember I actually saw that same video, and I remember the funniest thing was that he wasn't on there just once, not twice, 3 times he went on the dating game, and he won the third time he won.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, that's fantastic. Some woman went, I'm gonna go on a date with Pee Wee Herman.
Right.
Back before Pee Wee Herman was even, Pee Wee Herman. But yeah, it's just fantastic. They're just like, this guy's so great, we got to get him back on again and again and again.
All right. Let's go ahead and move right along down the docket. What else we got, Shaw?
All right, next up, the Marvels will apparently not be getting any IMAX screens because Doom 2 will be getting them all for a few months.
That don't bother me at
Let's
all.
go. I mean,
that don't bother me at all.
Yeah, I'm so excited for Doom Part 2. Like, I'm ready for it.
I have not seen the remake.
I didn't think the Marvels were worth of an
I've only
IMAX
seen the
screening anyway.
original, and then the
for
sci-fi one.
For me, yeah. Well, so for me, I didn't grow up reading Frank Herbert's Dune and all that. I grew up reading Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And Stephen King, because my dad was cool like that. But when I was living with a buddy of mine a few years back in Omaha, and he had grown up reading the Dune novels, like all of them. And he was like, dude, you got to read these books. So I was like, all right. So I started reading the first one. I can't sit here and read this. For some reason, it's like my brain just couldn't. So I got the audiobook.
Mm-hmm.
And literally just as soon as I finished listening to the audiobook, they announced the first Dune movie. And I got super excited for it. And then it came out, and I watched it on, what was it, Peacock? I think it came, or no. I don't remember. It came out on some streaming service the same day it was released in theaters. And I watched it online, and I just remember being like, this is fantastic. And so I messaged my buddy who I wasn't living with anymore at the time. And I was like, dude, have you seen Dune yet? He goes, no, not yet. I'll get around to it at some point. So then I download the movie. I send him a copy of it. So now he has it on his computer. To this day, has still not watched it. And he's the one that got me into it. And I'm like, dude, Dune 2 is coming out this year. You need to watch part 1.
Right. Got to get into it.
For sure. Got to get it.
Oh yeah.
Because he's watched all the older ones, the miniseries, the movie, all the old ones from like the 80s and
yeah,
whatnot.
I watched the original 80s ones, and then unfortunately the sci-fi made for TV movie ones, which is basically a Star Wars Episode 1 ripoff.
See, I've never seen any of those ones, so I am untainted.
I love the OG one, but I think it's also with nostalgia and stuff of watching it with my dad. So
right.
Yeah.
All right. What else is on the docket, Shaw?
Oh yes. All right. So we got a pick number 2. We got a potential spoiler that Lego released. Yeah. Apparently, Goliath will be in something. Something.
Ooh.
MCU.
Cool.
Apparently.
Okay.
Maybe Marvel Lego movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
All right. Next up.
Let's talk about number 3.
Yeah, it's been confirmed that Rhodey has been a Skrull since Civil War.
Told y'all.
Wow.
It's been confirmed by the director.
Told y'all. He been a scroll that long.
Since-
That's a damn shame.
Since Civil War. So since before Civil War or since after Civil War?
After Civil War.
Afterward.
Yeah, after he got his
Okay. So
replacement.
so after he gets like right after he gets shot out of the sky by Tony Stark.
Vision. Yeah.
We don't actually know how this thing is going.
I thought that was so interesting. I thought it was so
That is-
interesting.
That's interesting. That's definitely interesting. I never would have caught that. See, I don't have Disney Plus, so I have not seen anything since. I think the last Marvel production I saw from Disney Plus was I think I started watching Miss Marvel, but I never got through it, and not because I didn't like it. I just lost my Disney Plus subscription before I finished it.
Right.
Before the show was finished coming out. So yeah, because I actually thought that Miss Marvel was fantastic. Personally, I mean, what I saw of it, I think I saw like the first 3 or 4 episodes. So I don't know how it ended, if they kind of fumbled it, but
she's been retconned now, coming back as a mutant. Not any human, but as a mutant.
Jeez.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, but apparently since that was the original plan, that she was changed originally to be an Inhuman, that kind of makes a little bit of sense.
I guess.
Though it does kind of not
Yeah,
make sense considering the whole.
Plus, they changed her outfit to be more of an X-Men style anyway. So
There's some continuity stuff there.
yeah. Miss
All right, next up,
Marvel, you can take her or leave her.
Oh,
To me,
so
I don't know if you guys have an affinity for her, but to me, so you just take her leave.
So, you guys remember in Hawkeye, the TV show, there was a Rogers musical?
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, that exists now apparently.
Oh, it's actually on Broadway now.
Not on Broadway, but like it's playing at like Disney World or something like that. But
Oh,
Okay.
it exists.
oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yeah, but that's what's up.
Like, you can like look for it on YouTube. It's right there, the whole thing. Like
Okay.
that is something that exists now.
I am not in the music.
That is
okay.
well,
that is fantastic.
over in Japan, there is animes that are now musicals. So
Quite a few.
See, now I'm just picturing Dragon Ball Z the musical, and I need that. I need that in my life.
And
I don't think they have that one. I think there was a One Piece one I saw. Or-
anime musical with Pikachu. Man, an anime really? An anime musical?
Yeah.
They blow that thing to hell and back.
Sailor Moon, Death Note. What else?
Oh yeah, Death
Oh,
Note.
gosh. A
Phoenix, right?
musical?
No, Black Lagoon the musical. That's what I need.
No.
I think there's a Yu Yu Hakusho one. I think.
What?
Think could be wrong.
That I didn't know. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Helsing Ultimate the musical.
That's like
I think there's
Yu
multiple
Yu
Death Note
Hakusho
ones
stands
actually.
the test of time. Yu Yu
There should be a
Hakusho-
Full Metal Panic musical. That'd be hilarious.
The
And then a
anime
Full Metal
that
Panic Komofu.
But hold up though. Yu Yu Hakusho is an anime that stands the test of time. It's better than a lot of this new crap that's out here right now. And you're gonna ruin it with a musical? Mm-mm.
I'm surprised that's not up for a reason.
No.
They already
Don't-
are redoing Tenchi Muyo. Not Tenchi Muyo.
That's another classic. That's a lot better than this stuff that's out here now.
Rurouni Kenshin.
I'd rather watch. Thank you. I'd rather
Rurouni Kenshin
watch
is
some of the.
peak.
I'm telling y'all, a lot of this older stuff is better than the anime that's out now. Like this crap, Radiant, trash. Black Clover, trash.
Yeah.
This trash, and it don't.
A lot of the, for me, a lot of the like the Netflix animes, I don't even bother because I can't bring myself to do it. If it's on Crunchyroll, I'll watch it.
Hmm.
If it's something that originated from Netflix, I'm just like,
Some of them are okay. Like My Little Witch Academy wasn't too bad. So
Like, I have a friend that's really into Seven Deadly Sins, and I'm just like, he tried to get us to watch it one time. I'm just sitting there going, "Is there a Japanese dub of this?" He goes, "No, I don't think so." I'm like, I can't do this. I can't.
A lot of that stuff you just
There-
can't do.
Most animes sound better in the original Japanese dub. There are very few exceptions where they do it right, dubbing it in English. One that comes to mind is Black Lagoon. Black Lagoon, in my opinion, did a very good English dub. I think the voices match the characters really well, and none of their lines sound goofy as hell.
mhm.
Black Lagoon is good. I like Black Lagoon a lot.
Like, I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z in English dub because, like, I watched it on like Toonami and stuff, right?
Mhm.
But like as an adult now, after having watched it in the Japanese, I've seen clips of it in English. I'm like, I can't do it. No, please don't make me.
I
Sean
hated,
Schemmel, you're cool, but I don't. No.
I hated it when they were like, oh, we don't have any new episodes yet. We're gonna start all the way over. And so then they get to Vegeta, and then I was like, oh god, that was what his original voice sounded like because they changed it.
Your girl Ray
For,
talking, by the way.
Cell Saga, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And so I had to wait because it was like a more higher pitched, like annoying sound, and then they changed it to the other guy that was more Gruffy. Like Gruffy.
Well, I always loved, like, if you go through and like, so I've watched the abridged a lot, and so I've gone through and I've watched both the original anime, Japanese original dub, and the abridged a lot. And I always love seeing the art style change from the Saiyan saga up to the Buu saga, and how you've got, like, in the Saiyan saga, you've got Vegeta and Nappa. Vegeta's like this pencil neck, just like his like, Nappa, what's their power levels? And then it's like by the Cell saga, he's built,
But go to the
thick,
tournament.
roided out neck, and it's just like,
But go to the Tournament of Power where Vegeta had no neck, particularly when he transformed. He had no neck. He was like-
I'm not gonna lie though,
He was like this the whole time.
right? But I'm not gonna lie though, Dragon Ball Super Broly, the movie, oh, I was fanboying so hard throughout that entire movie because number one, the animation was fantastic. They really did a good job with that. The quality of the art itself was good, was amazing. The story was fantastic, and I was just excited that they were finally canonizing Broly, like, because they had been teasing it for a while with what was her name, Caulifla, in the Tournament of Power. And like, yeah, so they teased that a lot during the Tournament of Power, and then they finally just went full in. Here is Broly, and I really like that they changed his motivation somewhat in the new movie to where it wasn't, because like if you've watched the abridged and you've seen the abridged version of the original Broly movie, it's like you get how dumb his whole motivation was, because it's like he cried a lot.
But understand though, a lot of people like OG Broly better than this new Broly.
Yeah, I can see that. I can understand and appreciate why people would like old Broly over new Broly, because old Broly was just a mindless rage monster. And new Broly has depth. New Broly has like depth of character, depth of motivation, and like and I actually prefer that, because to me, yeah, okay, mindless killing machine Broly, yeah, that's cool, but give me some more. Give me some meat on those bones. Give me some stories, some development, like something to give me a reason to bring him back, other than just, well, we need a villain for this Dragon Ball movie, you know?
Yeah, you could kind of make the comparison between him and Hulk, because they did the same thing with Hulk.
Yeah,
they did the same thing with him, so you can kind of keep those two in comparisons with one another. All right, Shaw, what we got next?
All right, next up, we just got a trailer for Loki season 2. Everybody see it?
Nope.
I did.
Mm-mm.
I'm so bad at keeping up with trailers and stuff.
I'm kind of disappointed.
I've seen snippets, but like I've not yet seen the whole trailer, and I really need to.
I'm disappointed in Loki.
Yeah,
I'm sort of kind of disappointed because I don't think it was the Loki we all grew up with, because you saw Loki more in the cartoons and more as Guardian, and you sort of kind of saw weakness out of Loki in several different ways in which I wouldn't think you would see him as. True, he did get his ass beat by the Hulk that time in the Avengers movie, but get his ass. But
beauty god.
Yeah, beauty god. But if you look at him everywhere else, he was cunning. He was strong. He was smart, and I just think the first series kind of like dumbed him down a bit. And people keep saying to me, because you have a problem with him being bi. No, it's not I don't have a problem with him being bi. It's just the fact that I don't think he was portrayed as this badass as Guardian that he should have been. And that was my issue with the Loki series. But the trailer looked okay. The trailer looked good. Hopefully we get better in the trailer. What did you guys think about the trailer?
I only saw bits and pieces of it.
I'm just disappointed as a whole, because I thought we got a more of a badass Loki. Somebody who was confident and stern in what he was doing. And, you go back and look at the series. He's got to worry about that shit that's next to him. He's got to worry about Kang with no plan. I mean...
I'm so far behind in the MCU as a whole, because I've yet to see Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. I know I'm so far... Well, I live in the Bahamas right now. And where I am, we don't have movie theaters. So it's like, if I want to see something in a good, format, I have to wait until it comes out in digital, and then like allegedly, maybe don a certain hat with a skull and crossbones on it.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
That's
for Kyle, my FBI agent. It's all allegedly.
We do not admit to guilt around here.
It's okay. I haven't seen those movies either, so and I have Disney Plus.
I think the last Marvel movie I saw, whichever one came out last, it was either Multiverse of Madness or Love and Thunder. It was one of those. Whichever one came out last.
I hate it.
Really?
I hate it.
You didn't like Love and Thunder?
No.
I liked Love and Thunder.
No.
See, so I know why so many people because you look at every Thor movie, almost every Thor movie gets criticism because they say, oh, it's too serious or it's too jokey or I've always looked at Thor movies as setup movies because you look at Thor 1. Thor 1 sets up the Avengers.
That's true.
Thor 2 sets up the existence of the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
Thor 3 sets up. What's it called? Infinity War. And so now we've got Thor 4, and it's like I went into that movie going, "What is this going to set up?"
Right.
And the thing that really got me in that movie there were two things. Number one, the whole thing with Zeus and him sending Hercules out after Thor, and that post-credit scene where Natalie Portman makes it to Valhalla. Because that, I think, is going to be really important later on in the MCU. Because if you go by, and I'm going to get my geek card taken away for saying this, but I've never read a Thor comic book. So I don't know how faithful they are to Norse mythology lore.
Yeah.
But in Norse mythology, the whole point of Valhalla is for when the true Ragnarok happens, then all of the warriors who died and went to Valhalla come back to fight in the Battle of Ragnarok.
Right.
So, yes, we've already had Ragnarok in which the physical plane of existence that is Asgard was destroyed, but the true Ragnarok has not yet happened. And so I think we're going to get a finale to Thor's story in which his character dies.
Mhm.
And it's going to be during this true Ragnarok event. And you're going to have all of these characters that have died before, like, Idris Elba's character.
Heimdall.
Yeah, Heimdall. I was like, yeah, sorry, my brain short circuit. Heimdall. We're gonna get. I feel like we're gonna get another Loki, because I absolutely think that Loki went to Valhalla when he died to Thanos' hand, because he died in battle. We're gonna get Natalie Portman, Kate Foster.
Jane Foster.
Anyway, Jane Foster. Yeah, we get Jane Foster back. We're gonna get Anthony Hopkins.
What they need to do, what we need, is Beta Ray Bill. That's what we need.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need. We need a Beta Ray Bill. You ain't got to bring Natalie Portman back for all I care. Give me Beta Ray Bill. That would be interesting.
I'm not saying that like Natalie Portman. I don't think she's going to be like a huge part in this. I think she's just going to be there.
I could see her do a cameo.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to bring her back in a major way, because otherwise, what was the point of her dying in the first place?
Exactly.
But I could see her being in a cameo. I do think that they'll bring Odin back. I do think they bring Odin back, and Heimdall, and like all the Valkyries, like all of the Valkyries. Oh, I would love to see that. And I think that's going to be and I think that is what Love and Thunder was setting up. Were there a lot of corny jokes? Yes. Did I think the screaming goats were annoying but hilarious? Yes, I did, and I will not apologize for that. Did I have a heartfelt moment at the end of the movie when Thor basically becomes the adopted dad of Gore the God Butcher's daughter? Yes, I did, and I will not apologize for that.
That was cool. That was
cool. I also love that Thor is wielding Mjolnir while the little girl is wielding Stormbringer.
That is cool.
Stormbringer with this giant axe, just this little girl with this giant axe. I'm like, that is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
But I think that's what you do to really bring Thor back, is to bring Beta Ray Bill into the story. And I really think that's what you can do to bring him back. All right, Shaw, go ahead.
All right, next up, some reportedly maybe casting. It's grain of salt for this one. Vanessa Kirby and Joshua Quinn are being considered for the roles of Sue Storm and Johnny Storm. What are y'all thoughts on those?
Isn't Quinn? Isn't that the guy that wasn't he in Stranger Things?
I think so.
I believe he plays Eddie Munson in Stranger Things. Joseph Quinn.
Yeah, I think that's him. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I would love that because I don't know if you guys have watched Stranger Things. Eddie Munson was my absolute favorite character, and yes, I cried rivers when his character was removed. And I think he's a fantastic actor. Like, absolutely. And he is more of a small name. Like, really, the only thing he's known for is that one role.
Yeah, you're right. I just looked it up. He was in Stranger Things, yes.
Yeah. And he has that mischievous energy that I think Johnny Storm needs. Like, that I think whoever is playing Johnny Storm needs. That, like, mischievous, like doesn't really follow the rules, does his own thing kind of energy. And I think that Joseph Quinn could really bring that out. Now, don't get me wrong. Chris Evans will always be the Human Torch to me. But I think it's time to
I,
pass
think-
the torch.
I don't think Vanessa Kirby will be a good Invisible Girl. I just don't.
I really couldn't tell you because Vanessa Kirby, I'm less.
I just don't see it.
I don't know much about her. Like I couldn't tell you anything else she's been in.
She was let me see, what was she on? She did
Was she the one that was in the newest Top Gun, or am I thinking of somebody else?
I think you're thinking of somebody else.
Must be. I haven't seen that one either, although I really need to.
She did The Crown on television. She was in the Frankenstein Chronicles, The Dresser. She was in Labyrinth as Alice Tanner. And she was in that show The Hour. It was on like 3 episodes, but she was Ruth Elms. Films, she was in some decent films. Love Lost back in 2010. The Rise and Nova back in 2012. Charlie Cortman in About Time in 2013. The Exchange and the Insomniacs, Queen and Country, National Theater Live, a steel car named Desire, and Off the Page in 2014. So she's done some stuff. I just still don't think she fits Sue Storm.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm looking at her pictures now. I just don't think she.
Well, here's the thing. They were originally talking to Margot Robbie about it.
Yeah. But
she turned it down because it wasn't a big enough paycheck. At least that's supposedly what I heard.
Yeah.
Which I'm just like, you know what? That's fine because I love Margot Robbie. Don't get me wrong. I think she's an amazing actress. I just don't think she's Sue Storm.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hard road to fill, in my opinion. I really think it's hard. Plus, I'm biased because I love Jessica Alba. So,
well, who doesn't, right?
Man, I'm like, who doesn't? I mean, she's too old for it now, but
Well, yeah.
Go ahead, Shaw.
Yeah. All right. Next up, let's talk about Justice League War World. Did everybody get to see the animated movie or no?
I haven't gotten to see it yet.
I
did not get to see it yet.
I have seen it, and just as you were saying, the Thor movies always lead to something to set up. This is setting you up for Crisis on Infinite Earths. And what did you think about it, Shaw?
I enjoyed it. I do think it kind of needed to do like 2 really big things to fix it a little bit because it feels a little bit like it's kind of an incomplete movie. It needed a flashback to show us that the Wonder Woman is the one from the World War II movie, and that the Batman and Superman are the ones from the regular movies we've been seeing. Because
I got you.
If you haven't seen the Legion of Superheroes movie recently, you wouldn't know that they're from that. The very end shows them getting taken.
Yeah, the very end of that Legion of Superheroes was Supergirl shows them getting taken at the end. Yeah,
and also at the end. We see Harbinger, but you only know that it's Harbinger if if you've like read old stuff like me, or if you look at the credits. So yeah, that's not really it kind of ends abruptly. They should have saved that part up. They should like cut it at the end of the whole plate blowing up, and then have end credits of them being saved by Harbinger.
My thing is, I wasn't too keen for the animation. I thought Batman looked kind of out of place. I thought Wonder Woman looked kind of out of place. Superman, what else? But another good thing about it, we also got to see Martian Manhunter. So that was another good thing about it. I got to see Martian Manhunter. Well, it is what it is. Got to see Mongol. So Lobo. So
also the Superman part, they actually took an homage from an old episode of Twilight Zone titled "Will the Real Martian Please Stand Up?" So it was kind of a bit of a clue with that.
But it was a good. But I thought the movie was great. Despite because I didn't think Wonder Woman really looked like Wonder Woman, or at least the way she should have. But in terms of storyline, it was great. You got to see War World, and then you also got to see the leading going into Crisis. So I think it's great. My only thing is this: if you take this as the lead into Crisis, you better do Crisis right. Damn it! You better do it right.
So here's where I'm a little bit confused because, like I said, DC shows are probably my favorite of the two. Um, However, I can never remember if the CW DC shows are actually owned by DC or if the CW just like basically borrowed the rights from DC to be able to do those shows. Because the CW shows already did Crisis on Infinite Earths. However,
I thought it was Warner Brothers owned Shaw.
Well, Warner Brothers Warner Brothers owns DC, so it's their own thing. It's just like this is different because it's animated. It's different.
Yeah, this is going to be animated. Yeah,
it's a different thing.
Yeah, it just seems like Crisis on Infinite Earths is like it's been done in live action. I get it; they want to do it in animation, which means that they could absolutely be a little bit more faithful to the original storyline. They could have better, more faithful shots and dialogue and stuff like that. And it would all be concentrated into one thing rather than, because like me, I was really into The Flash. I love The Flash TV show. Grant Gustin is a superior Flash over Ezra Miller any day, in my opinion.
Hell yeah.
And I really thought side note, rabbit trail, sorry. I really thought when the whole thing with Ezra Miller went down, I was like, come on, perfect opportunity. Let's get my boy Grant in there as the main Flash actor. Like, let's go. That would be perfect. But no. Anyway. But back to what I was saying. So, like, I really love the Flash series. But then when it got to Crisis on Infinite Earths, you got, like, one episode in the Flash that dealt with it. And then it was basically like a complete discontinue. So unless you're watching, the Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, DC's Legends.
That's how all the crossovers went, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I understand that, but like, it'll be better doing it in that animated format where it's all in one place.
Yeah, it should be all together. Anyway.
Rather than having to keep up with 7 or 8 different shows just to get the full picture.
Yeah, it might be like it might be like an hour and a half animated, but this should be all in one. It should be all in one show.
It could be a 3-hour animated. It could be a 3-hour, 4-hour, 5-hour. I mean, I don't care. I'll watch it.
Yeah,
that sounds awesome. That sounds amazing.
Good. It should be good. Between the weight,
it's like I think one of my favorite posts I've ever seen in regards to something like that. It's like, if you think I'm going to sit down for a 6-hour-long movie just because it is a perfect adaptation of my favorite book, word for word, line for line, then you're absolutely right. I'm getting the popcorn, you get the drinks. Go to the bathroom now because we're not stopping.
And it's like the thing about it, it's like if it doesn't show Ultraman dying in the beginning, I got issues because that's how the whole thing started. Ultraman went out like a G. He didn't run. He didn't panic. He knew he was about to die. Well, all into the antimatter cloud. He knew he was done. He knew that Earth was done, and he accepted his faith like a G. So I got to give it to Ultraman. All right, so what else we got in this little docket?
All right, so next up, apparently Gal Gadot is working on a Wonder Woman 3 movie with James Gunn and Peter Safran.
She was so amazing.
Do they have to?
Yes, they have to.
I mean, can't we talk them out of it at this point? Like,
but how much do we blame Gal and blame the director?
Yeah, I don't blame her. I blame just poor writing and
I blame Patty.
Directing.
Remind me again, who was the director of Wonder Woman 2?
Patty.
That was Patty Jenkins.
Yeah, Patty Jenkins.
Yeah, no, that was terrible. Don't get me wrong, it had some great moments, but overall, it was just like I didn't care for it. The whole shtick with what's his name. See, like her love interest is so forgettable to me that I can't even remember his name.
Steve Trevor. But there was only one scene worth a damn in that movie, and that's when she was learning how to fly. Anything else?
Nah,
It don't
not
matter.
really.
I mean, you saw Cheetah for the first time, but
Horrible.
That was bad. Like, who wishes for that?
Yeah.
exactly.
It was just a poor. Oh,
Terrible, man.
I don't like her as an actress. She's not funny, but they made her look horrible.
And then you got Wonder Woman coming in with the wing flight suit, which was kind of cool. But as a whole, that movie said it was a wish movie.
Honestly, the best thing to come out of that movie were the Pedro Pascal memes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be better memes.
Yeah.
That's the best thing that came out of that entire movie.
Yep.
I hate to say it because I am a woman,
Life.
but like not all women director movies, but some. It's just like I know women power and stuff, but it doesn't always work all the time.
Facts.
It
Facts.
just doesn't. It's like,
That was my issue with Supergirl because for as much as I love Melissa, it was just too much female empowerment in that show because we brought it up last week.
I don't mind female empowerment. Like when it was
Careful! You're about to get canceled over there.
No,
Right?
I'm about to say when it's done right.
well,
When
it was,
it's done right, it's good.
Yeah.
like the end game, not end game, but end game, whatever the last one was. With the whole big scene where all the women is like, we got this. It's like,
Yeah, it's like
why? It's just like I'm all for women power, but that was just a little much that they all had to combine together. As Kat said, to save the child, to save the little boy.
yeah.
We did it better. So
It's good when it does right. It's good when it's
It's
done
like
right.
you
It
can
makes
fight
sense.
as a team, but why did they all have to lump the women together to fight as a team? Why can't they just spread
it's
the love
good.
out? We can
It's
all
good
fight
when
as a team together.
It's good when it's done right and it makes sense. Like I mentioned to Supergirl last week. So Supergirl beats Superman, but Rain beats the hell out of Supergirl. So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
Rain is the strongest of them all. And then we all know on this panel she ain't. So, when it's done right and it's written right, it makes sense. But when it's written incorrectly or used in bad context, that's when I got a problem with it. All right, let's talk about Harley Quinn and then we'll go into our other stuff.
Okay. So we got the most recent episode of Harley Quinn. Some stuff happens. The Robins, Nick Nightwing, and Batgirl apparently can't fight hand to hand for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
I'm actually just now in this very moment finding out that they're still making Harley Quinn episodes. I've only seen the first 2 seasons, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like the last episode I saw was when Harley and Poison Ivy like ride off into the sunset together or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think. And it's like that was like the last thing I saw. I did not know they made more episodes, and I am absolutely ecstatic about that news because, in my opinion, the Harley Quinn show is fantastic.
It's in season 4.
Like watching it almost seems like this whole thing is playing in Harley's head. Since like
that would be fantastic.
And it's like, oh, I can't fight, I can't do anything. Oh, we don't have money. How are we gonna make money? And then Harley's, with Ivy's permission, sells Ivy's panties online to get money to keep the lights on. Mansion.
only thing.
She's like, it's okay, I got it. And then I was like, oh, I'll just say that I had no clue what was happening with that.
Damn.
So, like I said, I obviously did not know that they were up to, you said season 4 now?
Yeah, season 4.
My favorite episode that I have seen was when it was like Joker has taken over Gotham. He's got Batman tied up, and Scarecrow decides to unmask Batman. And they all find out it's Bruce Wayne, and he's like, Wayne Tech promised me an electric car by the end of this year. I put down a deposit. Where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce?
That's basically Audi right now and Tesla.
Right, and it's just like it was so meta of them, and it's like, between the Joker and Batman, they've had such an epic duality between them over the years, and it's just like it all culminates to Joker finds out it's billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne. And it's just like he's like, now I find out that it's just some rich asshole with parent issue, like daddy issues. It's like that's peak comedy to me
Yeah.
because I feel like it's absolutely how the Joker would react to finding that out.
All right, let's move right along, you guys. Let's go ahead and move on to our anime segment with Janae. Janae, what you got tonight?
Hold on 1 second. Gotta pull it up. I just have just a few things.
Okay.
Kat sent this to me earlier this week. Apparently, even though I'm a huge Sailor Moon fan, like they've technically never shown Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask getting married. And so with the new the second part coming out soon with Cosmos, they decided to make a song. And so it's like the cast from Sailor Moon singing this like love song thing and then showing them getting married kind of a thing. So that was interesting.
That sounds cute.
Whatever.
And then
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Leave it alone.
hey, but William, at least they fixed the animation style when they after like Crystal was just horrible.
That's horrible. Yeah, that is horrible.
The
You're right about that.
3D just did not sit well. And then they fixed it. I was happy about that. And then I've only like seen pictures of it, but I've never watched this anime series. But they're announcing that there's going to be a Mononoke movie. For the show. Where is it? It's from the Abbott. The original, the Mononoke, debuted in 2007, and it was a spin-off of the samurai horror tales. So I've never watched those, but it looks interesting. So I saw a trailer for that today. So they're bringing that movie out. And then what I said in the chat before, with Attack on Titan coming out later in the fall, the last part, quote unquote, I've
been waiting for that for forever.
So, like a fan person, got on the hype with the whole Barbie and stuff, and did Musica and Aaron with Barbie and Ken kind of a thing. So I thought that
whatever, man.
So that was funny.
You know what? With all this stuff going on, with this damn Barbie movie, with all this stuff going on, with all this Barbie movie, I'm starting to think Barbie might be becoming toxic. She might be becoming toxic. Go back. We got people fighting at the Barbie movie.
I know, right?
They fighting at Barbie.
Well, and people are getting mad because like they're like, oh, we took our kids to it and this wasn't appropriate at all. Well, it's rated PG-13, but like with interviews with cast members, there's like, oh, well, it's for everyone. Well, everyone PG-13 and up, right. Not down.
Nobody pays attention. Nobody pays attention to MPAA ratings anymore.
I do. I personally do. And if I'm unsure, I will watch it before my kids watch it.
That's what I do with my little brother when I play games that he wants to play.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's ridiculous that people are like, oh, how dare you? They're using Barbie, so therefore it's like this. And it's like, it doesn't, just because they're using like a children's toy as the main setting doesn't mean, especially with the rated PG-13,
right?
Like that's kind of a at your own risk kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
But yeah, those are the only things I have, and I've only watched the first 2 episodes of Rurouni Kenshin, but the reboot. But so far, like, it's basically the same, except for the anime. the animation looks so much more crisper, and it looks good. So.
Did you say Rurouni Kenshin remake?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's on Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
And I'm thinking.
I'm so tired of living in a third world country, you guys.
Yeah, I'm thanking God that the animation style is good because I was so disappointed with Trigun because they did the whole 3D model crap, and it's like, no.
Do you think they might be going more toward 3D and less toward hand drawn?
Well, it's still like they're doing the computer, they're illustrating it on the computer, but it's not like that 3D modeling, I don't know why they think it looks a lot crisper and clean, because like some of the anime that I was watching that you wouldn't watch, William, because it's very reverse harem stuff where all these guys are trying to bide for this one girl's attention. Like Uchi Prince Sama, and it's singing, it's musical and singing.
No, I ain't watching that.
And so in the later seasons, like when they're singing and dancing and stuff, they're doing the stupid 3D stuff, and they just look like marionettes going like this. It's like, no, it's not smooth at all.
Oh my God.
Well, and so that's actually why I refuse. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's actually why I refuse to watch the latest Dragon Ball Super movie, Dragon Ball Super Superhero or whatever.
Yeah.
It's because I looked at the trailer and I went, "This is literally the animation style from Budokai Tenkaichi 3 for the PS2. That's literally what this animation style is a PS2 3D graphic model." And I'm like, no, they've ruined it. They've ruined it.
It wasn't. And you know what? And when that movie first hit, we all thought it was canon. Oh, Piccolo finally got the power up he need. Oh, Gohan finally got the power up he need because.
Oh, it's not even canon.
It's not canon. They yanked it away from him.
Because Toriyama always said that he wanted Gohan to be the stronger Goku, and they could have been down that ramp in the Buu saga. You could have just dead if you want to go down that route. It was the fans that ruined it, and then. When we saw Orange Piccolo in that movie, everybody thought it was gonna be canon. Everybody thought he got the power up he need. Nope, he came out like an hour later after that movie got released and said ain't none of it canon.
It's okay because he doesn't remember all of his storyline anyway. It's been going on since the late 80s, early 90s.
Watch him like change it. Yes, this is canon.
He probably but it's disappointing though. Because we've all been waiting for Piccolo to be able to stand up for himself in these movies, and we all been. Look, if Piccolo was the one to take out Cell and not Gohan, everybody would have been loving Piccolo. But nope, they had had to be a saying.
So I like Gohan's arc from the Saiyan saga to the Cell saga. Seeing him grow the way he did, very much like how Goku did in the original Dragon Ball series, and seeing him come into his own power and effectively being way stronger than Goku.
Yeah.
In terms of, when Goku was 13 or whatever Gohan was when he fought Cell, Goku was like, still fighting the Red Ribbon Army or something like that. It was just like very,
But you have to
the difference in.
But you have to you have to understand that's not the case now.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And then the Buu saga came along, and Gohan had every opportunity. Like they had when Gohan became like, what was it, like Super Gohan or whatever?
Mystic Gohan.
Like when he. Huh?
Oh, Saiyaman? Are you talking about that?
No. God, no. No, I'm talking about later on down when he's wearing like the turtle hermit gi, and he's like super buffed up, and there's absolutely no reason he should have lost to Buu except that he got cocky and overconfident, and Buu snuck up on him. That Gohan absolutely had the potential to become the next big guy. The next strongest in the universe type of thing. And honestly, I feel like if it, like you said, the fans ruined it. They absolutely should have just stuck with that course. And yeah, Gohan can have that character flaw of when he gets to be powerful and he gets that power boost. Yeah, he gets a little in his own head. He gets a little overconfident. He gets a little cocky, and that can be a character flaw of his where he has to overcome. But no, they're just gonna Goku Ex Machina that, and
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Spirit Bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, let's go ahead and move over to Diamond segment. Diamond, go ahead, get us caught up on the world of gaming.
Okay. So Dead by Daylight teases Aliens with more information coming out August 8th. And Nintendo targets 2024 with next-gen console development kits for Nintendo's Switch 2 are now with key partner studios. In terms of actual detail, it'll accept physical games via cartridge slots and could launch with LCD screens instead of OLED screens in order to bring down costs.
Okay, cool. All right.
Going back to the cartridges, man. Let's go.
Apparently, Activision lost the old Transformers games. This is considered a rumor that was debunked.
They lost them?
It was considered
Like they lost them or they lost the rights? Because it's like, where did we put those pesky Transformers games, guys?
It was just on the kitchen counter. What happened?
It was like a
They were right here.
like Activision or Hasbro on the Transformers side talked about Activision's things being on hard drives. Didn't even know where they were.
Oh no.
Damn.
All right, guys, who went to the adult sites?
Damn.
They're all corrupted.
Thing erased.
Having like the single women in your area 5 miles from here.
Erased. Damn.
It's like you go to pull up the Transformers files, and all you hear is boom, dum, dum. You hear the drum solo.
And that's it.
Also,
sorry.
Since the company had been absorbed multiple times, Hasbro has also added that things get lost. Hasbro has also added that they hope that with Activision Blizzard thing, it will lead to a lot of good with unearthing a lot of lost media. However, Activision CEO Lulu Chang, who is also known to be very outspoken on social media, says that they have the codes. It's not and never was lost. With Hasbro also putting out an official statement to apologize about what they said about the lost Transformers games.
Oh my gosh.
What? They're not lost. I don't know what you're talking about. No, you can't see them.
John Cena has me. You can't even see him.
A little kid saying something to someone, then the parent be like, "No, shush! It's not what happened. Knock it off.
That's not what happened.
It's not what happened."
What happened was
It's like it's like, oh, little Timmy, you did a little diorama of the solar system. What's that? That's my mommy's rocket ship. No, Timmy, stop it.
See, what happened was Shaw put them on a coffee table and they got lost from there.
They're lost in the mail.
They lost in the mail, cuz.
Or it's like
All
when you're
right.
moving and then you lose everything. Okay. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is coming to PS4 and Xbox One.
Okay.
Let's go.
That was up. Let's go.
I still have to finish Fallen Order, but I still have to finish Fallen Order, but my gaming setup has been in Florida for the past 8 months.
Gotcha. What else you got, Donna?
No, that's all I have.
All right, cool. Thank you. Appreciate that, ladies, from both of you.
Better news than me. I love that. It's like they lost it.
You lost it.
That's got to be. Can we got to get somebody to make a meme of that?
We lost it.
Lost it. It was right there. What happened? This shows like a cat just knocking off the counter.
Or you know that meme where the girl's holding the other girl back and pointing at the cat? It's like,
Yes.
Yeah, you can use that.
It
Yep.
was right here.
Yep.
You can use it.
It was right here.
It right
Knocks
here,
it off the table.
Oh my
it's like,
goodness.
John, get on that.
We already talked about Raven versus Phoenix. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. The next one is going to be even more interesting. Guts versus Dimitri. So I can't wait to see that one. Should be good. And like I was told, Shaw in several shows ago, Death Battle likes to go left where a lot of people go right. So we'll see how that one goes. My early prediction will be Guts because he's a badass, but you never know. You never know. So we'll definitely take a look at that next week. All right. What's next on the docket, y'all?
All right. Let me see. Picture number 3, 4, and then 5. All right. Whose powers would you want to stop Rogue from stealing at all costs?
Hell, she touched you. She's stealing your powers.
Is that Dr. Man?
So the only one of those that I don't know who it is the laughing emoji one.
I
That's
believe
Super
that's
17. That's Super 17.
Okay.
No. That's like the care reaction, the laughing emoji one.
Captain Adam, I believe. Captain Adam.
Oh. Okay.
Okay,
I have no-
It was Dr. Manhattan.
I have no idea who that. Me personally, I was like Hela. I was like, could you imagine Rogue with Hela's powers?
Maybe kind of thick. But you're also have to take into the fact if she does get that power, can she handle it?
Right?
Most of the time,
That is true.
Everybody's power is there.
You know.
So
I mean, because when you look down upon it, when she touched Juggernaut for only a few seconds, and she had issues handling his power. So, you know, that's the thing you have to remember. But if I'm going anybody, it's with Hela. I don't trust anybody else in that. And is that Dr. Manhattan Rogue is with? Who the hell is that? Or a Sentinel? That's a Sentinel.
that's a Sentinel.
Okay, it's a Sentinel. Okay, that's a Sentinel. Yeah. But I'm going with Hela to do it. Anybody else want to give a vote? I'll put it back up.
Well, like I think the problem is like she'd have to rip off Vader's armor to try to touch Vader to get his powers anyway. And I think his force powers would be strong enough for him just to push her away and keep her away is the thing. Unless he gets tired.
True.
I mean, like he wouldn't even need to like keep her away. He just snap her neck.
Yeah.
Like,
And just because she has Captain Marvel's powers doesn't mean she's can't have her neck snapped.
Right.
Right.
I mean, she's supposed to have a battle.
one of my every time I see anything with Rogue in it, all I can think about is that meme from like, what was it, X-Men 3, where it's like Rogue is like, they can cure us, and Storm is like, no, there's nothing to cure. Somebody comments under it, it's like, yeah, well, let's think about it like this, right? You know, girl who kills people just by touching them. It's like versus, you know, weather goddess. It's like wait, I can like wait, they can cure us, and it's like super goddess. Nah, fam, we don't need to be cured. We're perf. It's like I can understand Rogue wanting to get rid of her powers.
Hmm.
But if we get at the end of, if we see Rogue at the end of the Marvels, and
Oh, that'd
Rogue
be
gets
awesome.
her powers,
From Captain Marvel, I'd be okay with that.
I'll be happy as hell with that.
I want that.
I want that. I want to see that in my lifetime. That's what I want to see in my lifetime.
Who else is super excited for Deadpool 3 though? Be honest.
Of course.
I want to
Yeah.
see.
I am.
Hell yeah.
I'm just waiting for the trailers to come out, because like we've seen, like I'm sure you guys have seen it too, like the leaked photos from the set with like
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman finally in the Wolverine.
Yeah, we covered
The
that. Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Okay. I need that trailer. I need that footage.
I feel you.
And also, I really hope that the rumors on what the movie's going to be about are true, and it's basically Deadpool kills the Marvel universe. But it's Deadpool kills the Fox mutants universe, and he just him and Hugh Jackman are just going around killing off the Fox property characters, and then like teleporting off into the MCU at the end of it, and it's just like they meet all of the MCU counterparts to the characters they just killed or something.
Right.
That'd be cool.
That'd be fantastic.
All right, pick number 4, Shaw.
Sir.
Oh yeah, I picked my 3 already from this earlier.
Enough to get only 3. Which you choose?
I picked for me. I picked Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Thug 2, and God of War.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Grand Theft Auto, and Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy 10.
We got 3.
I actually
and Underground 2.
I actually debated for a little bit between God of War and SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 because I had both of those games on PS2 and they were both fantastic at the time, so it's really a nostalgia thing for me. But I had to go with God of War.
Right. Diamond?
I would choose Tony Hawk Underground 2. Which Mortal Kombat is that one?
Could it be Armageddon? I could be wrong though.
Yeah, I'll choose that one, and then mostly because I never played this game was Def Jam Fight for NY.
Okay, cool. Janae?
Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Sonic, and then Mortal Kombat.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, going on to the next one.
Erase one character from history. Who are you choosing?
Erase one?
Yep.
I feel so bad, but I went with Captain America. Just because the other 3 are my favorite Marvel characters. The only Marvel character I love more than those 3 are Spider-Man and Deadpool.
I can do without Wolverine.
Blasphemy.
Right?
I'd say that's hard. I don't like Hulk very much compared to like the others. So
Hold up now. Why are we hating on the big dude?
So, well, the reason I chose to keep Hulk is because Hulk has some, and I'm not saying like they don't all have significant moments in their respective comic books, but I mean, Hulk, you've got like World Breaker Hulk and, World War Hulk and stuff like that. And those are some pretty significant events to happen in the Marvel Comics.
Universe. Yeah, Marvel Comics, yeah.
Yeah. Now I don't know. I actually don't know what all, like, because I'm not as familiar with Captain America comics. So as far as I know, like, he never, other than like what we've seen in the MCU, I don't know what else he's done.
I'm with you, Shaw. I'm going with Wolverine. We can do without Wolverine. I can't do without the Hulk. We still got a lot to see with the Hulk.
Are you height shaming him? This little guy's gotta go.
You gotta go.
For shame.
I went there. That's right.
All right. Did anyone see Good Omens? I did not see that.
I seen
I did not.
Part of episode up to episode 4.
I just finished it a few hours ago. It was good. It was extraordinary.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna go back and watch the first series season. I really enjoyed it so far.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think season 2 was better than season 1 because it focused on the angel and demon. Very focused on them. instead of a bunch of random people that didn't
Yeah.
check the show out.
All right, let's go over One Piece titles and discussions. Shaw, One Piece titles?
Yeah, give me a sec. I have to go up to find them real quick. Spell that. Spell that. Spell that. There we go. Okay. All right. So they just released the titles and descriptions of the episodes. Let me just go.
And this is for the live action.
Yeah, the live action.
Ugh.
Okay. Episode 1 we titled Romance Dawn. Episode 1 we titled Romance Dawn. Description is Monkey D. Luffy, an optimistic young pirate with dreams of finding the One Piece, sets off in search of a loyal crew. He needs to navigate the vast ocean. His journey begins when he helps Kirby, or however his name is pronounced, a deckhand forced into servitude, escaping an undesirable situation. While in Shelltown, Luffy meets Zolo, a famed pirate hunter, and Nami, a master thief, and the three form an alliance. Episode 2 we titled The Man in the Straw Hat. Luffy, Zolo, and Nami find themselves imprisoned on an island overtaken by the damaged clown pirate, Buggy. Kirby joins the Marines and proves his mettle. Episode after that is called Tell No Tales. Luffy, Zolo, and Nami land on Syrup Village, where they meet Usopp, a local who introduces the group to Kaya, a sneaky shipyard heiress under the care of a trio of overbearing house staff. With the help of Kirby, Vice Admiral Gak, or Yap, a powerful marine, sets off to search for Luffy. Okay, next episode. The pirates are coming. Luffy, Zolo, and Nami fight their way through Kaya's mansion, which has now become a prison. Usopp enlists the help of Kobe, Helmipo, and the Marines. Luffy finally gets the ship of his dreams as Graph come closer. Okay. Let's see, I think this is the last episode, I think. Nope, this is not the last episode. Go up a little bit. Go up a little bit. Go up a little bit. There we go. Go up a little bit. Episode Eat at Burritos. Luffy and the gang are tested as their abilities to fight together on the high seas. They arrive in Burritos, a floating restaurant where they encounter Sanji, a young chef with a love of fine dining. A duel on the deck shocks the group. Presuming that's what's his face. Next episode, a chef and a chorus boy. The group is ambushed by a threat no one sees coming. After a hard-fought battle at the Barita, Sanji finally follows his dreams while another crew member shows their true colors. And last episode is going to be called The Girl with the Sawfish Tattoo. The crew comes to the aid of a member in dire need of help. So yeah, those are the titles and descriptions.
So they're basically just merging episodes into one episode, which takes like 7 episodes to meet this one plot.
Can I just say, if they don't take the English dubs opening from the anime and put it, dreaming, don't give it up, Luffy, dreaming.
I just hate
We're gonna stop. That was a fantastic opening for me as a kid. Anyway, I just remember being like, yeah.
That's my only thing. I just hate One Piece.
I personally haven't watched the anime. I've only read, I think, up to 10 for the manga when my brother had bought it. I don't know how many he has currently, but and then he was
5,897 at this point, probably.
like there's in the anime wise, there's like 1,000 and some.
Well, and like so like I used to watch it every now and again when it came on Toonami. But like I never got into it to say I watched it every week. And like now as an adult, I'm just like, there is too much for me to catch up on. I cannot do it.
Just need a
It's like
couple months.
It was like you were, even if you started from the beginning, you were freaking behind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well, and if they weren't still making episodes, but they're still making episodes.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be 50, and they're still not gonna have found the One Piece.
Hold on, let me look it
I
up
just
on
don't like that
Crunchyroll.
anime. Real quick, Star Trek: Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, we got the musical episode. Anybody see it?
I did.
Mm-mm.
I really enjoyed
I
it.
didn't see it.
Yeah, it was good. Decent music. Nothing I would save, but nothing I would skip.
Right.
A lot of good storytelling in it. Yeah, it was good.
First look at Spy Kids reboot. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
Set
got
to be released September 22nd on Netflix. Okay. Yeah, no problem
Now
with
that
Spy
I'm
Kids.
excited for.
Yeah, I didn't have no problem with Spy Kids. Not at all. Mm-mm.
I don't remember ever watching Spy Kids.
What?
I know. It's,
What? You
It's-
have a
it's-
homework
remember,
assignment, young
Rock.
lady.
Right?
You have a homework assignment, young lady.
You just need to watch the first three. You don't need to
You
watch the
gotta
fourth
watch
one.
the first three.
Yeah. The fourth one you can ignore entirely. The third one was fantastic because it has Sylvester Stallone as the villain.
You gotta watch them.
Unfortunately, I've watched Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
You got to be sharp, bro.
Oh, if you watch Shark Boy Lava Girl, you gotta watch Spy Kids.
That was only recently in the last few years because my daughter watched it. That's the only reason why I watched it.
What is it? What is it? Did she fry it or she liked it?
She liked it because she watched it a few more times. If
Okay,
she doesn't
good,
like
good.
it,
Okay,
she
okay,
doesn't
okay.
watch it again.
I remember
We
watching
all know.
Spy Kids 3.
We all know she already the roast queen. She ain't even 10 yet. She already the roast queen. She ain't even 10 years old yet.
I remember watching Spy Kids 3 3D in the theater back when 3D glasses were a blue and red lens.
Yep.
Mhm.
But you
And
gotta
it was
watch Spy Kids. You gotta watch the first three at least. You got to.
Yeah.
Those are good.
The first one was wacky. Like I believe it's the first one where Steve Buscemi, sorry, not Steve Belushi. Steve Buscemi goes,
No, that's
"Do
the
you
second
think
one.
God?" Or was it the second one? He goes like, "Do you think God hides because he too is afraid of his own creation?" I'm like, "This is a kids movie."
I'm thinking about stuff. Like, dang. Really?
Yeah, I'm like,
You didn't even think about it at that time what it was because you were too busy in rock with the movie. You didn't think about what was
oh
going
yeah,
on.
no. At the time, it wasn't until later I watched it again. And I went, "Hold up."
Yeah, you didn't know. All right. Picture 6, 7, and 8. We're with number 6.
I felt so lost in this one because I'm not a Whovian and I don't know what the second thing on the bottom is from. And Bill and Ted I've only seen like once.
I love Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted was awesome. They were awesome. Pick number 7.
Hulk.
Hulk with the Red Lantern ring versus Thing with the Green Lantern ring. Who wins?
Hulk is still stronger. I go with Hulk.
Yeah.
I go with the Hulk.
I think since he has so much anger, that ring would just amplify it to like the end.
Just so much. Still go with the Hulk. And last one. You will be teleported to anime world based on your birth month.
Oh,
Guess
I'm
where I
saved.
end up.
hey, that's not too
I'm
bad.
for you. I'm guessing you're Demon Slayer.
I'm Dragon Ball.
Oh, for real?
Mhm.
Okay.
William.
I'm going to the academy, the Hero Academy.
Where you going, Janae?
I'm going to Japan and gonna fight some hollows because it's Bleach. But at least it's not March.
Facts.
I love that show, but
What is? I don't recognize the one for May. What is that?
Oh, I don't recognize that either.
Oh, that's Elfin Light, I think.
It might be up and live. Yeah.
That's when my brother was born. I'm like looking through all these. My girl would go to Demon Slayer, which I'm just like, really? Come on. I want to go fight demons. And then my best friend is going to be in the Naruto universe, and I'm like,
Yeah, my son.
unless I can get all for one, or one for all, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Like if I'm just going to the My Hero Academia verse as like somebody without a quirk, like I don't want it. Like, sorry, I don't want it.
Fish or something.
Fact.
I'd rather go to the Naruto universe and become a shinobi.
You have to be born in September, which is what I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My ninja way.
But I'm definitely I'm definitely happy to be Dragon Ball. All right, let's go around the room, see what everybody is doing this week. Michael, let's start with you. What you doing this week? Anything special?
Not really. I've been kind of out of commission this whole past week, more or less. I got sick beginning of the week. My knee is giving me trouble. Like, I'm not even 30 yet, and I feel 80. Like, I'm having to. Yeah, you guys might have seen I was playing with this cane. I've been having to walk with a cane because my knee is giving me trouble.
Sorry about that, man.
I'm like, I look up at the sky and I'm like, you dang weather! That's what did it. Like, the weather changed too drastically, and my knee went, nope.
There you go. Sorry about that, dude. Hope it gets better.
It is what it is. But
maybe go to Janae real quick. Janae, what you got planned for this week?
Just reposting on my stories on Instagram, my drawing challenge from 2 years ago, and working on some projects. So on Instagram, it's JLEIXNB. So
go. Shaw, what you got going on this week?
Doing some writing for GNN. I just released an article about who the Blue Beetle is, and that's really it.
Downman, what you got going on this week?
I'm gonna be playing Pokemon and then working on some new gaming
What Pokemon
videos.
you playing?
Oh, right now I'm playing Pokemon Crystal and Pokemon Gold,
Okay.
and then I'm also playing like Pokemon Brilliant Diamond.
Okay. BDSP. Yeah. Okay. All right. And me, myself, and I have nothing going on this week. So definitely just catch me on my regular shows, Sports Report, Sports Report Fight Night. Tuesday morning, Tuesday morning, I'm hosting Coffee and Sports in the Morning show over on Sports Empire Network. So check me out there. I'll be hosting for the first time. Thursday night, I am doing Player versus Team from the Sidelines crew on YouTube. And then Saturday, I'll be right back here again with the Geek Gauntlet Podcast, hopefully with all you guys. So let's definitely all plan to be here next week. Michael, you're more than welcome back whenever, dude. We appreciate you stepping in for Kat today.
no, absolutely. I was more than like when Kat messaged me and was like, "Hey, you want to fill in for me?" I'm like, "Let's go," because I love doing these shows, and I know I feel kind of bad sometimes because I know I can be a little long-winded, and I start to talk, and I'm kind of doing it right now, and I feel like I dominate the whole conversation. But it's just because I get so into it, you know.
You're good, man.
And I really do appreciate you guys letting me come on, and I have a ton of fun with it.
Oh, anytime, man. Anytime. We enjoy the passion. All right, you guys. So that's going to do it for us here at the Geek Gauntlet Podcast. We're taking next week off. Shaw's got some stuff going down. So we're going to take next week off, but we'll be back that week after with another episode of the Geek Gauntlet Podcast. Everyone have a good week. Be safe and take care.